You're staying in the background. You're me over there. Moving my paper towel roll. Alright. Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are on planet Earth. I honestly don't know whether it's morning, afternoon, night, what day it is. At this point, I think I'm 3 to 4 weeks into this thing and I'm going kind of crazy. So here we are. Today we're just gonna do a really chill lunch and cookie stream because obviously everybody's going a little crazy in quarantine, and why not just binge on some treats for some stress relief. So we're gonna reverse it a little bit, start with dessert, and then go into a nice, quick, healthy lunch. Might see my two assistants, one of which is standing in the doorway hoping to catch crumbs, and the other one might be appearing a few times. Honestly, I've been drinking for 16 hours straight. Okay, so you're putting your liver to the test. At least something's gonna work out. As long as you're staying hydrated at the same time, I don't see an issue. It's quarantine. Everybody's a little nuts at this point, so I don't see a problem with that. Just stay healthy. Just stay inside. That's the whole point. So today we are going to be making my personal favorite. They're chocolate chip cookies. This is legitimately just a base chocolate chip cookie recipe. It's the one that I've been making for years and years and years. And it also just happens to be the one that's on the back of the chocolate chip cookies. The actual bag of chocolate chips. So, if you don't know, that's the typical Nestle Toll House recipe. I do it a specific way to get a specific texture of cookie. We'll hopefully get that on stream today, but basically that nothing ever happens the way it's supposed to on stream. So we'll see how that goes. You're still drunk from Zeppi's B-Day stream. How was that? Most people know me as like the grandma of like, hey, I'll put a stream on and then fall asleep by 9:30. So I unfortunately miss a lot of like the late night streams. It's why I consider myself really kind of lucky if some of the streamers stay on long enough to stream early into the morning so that I actually get to see them. Or if there are early morning streamers, which that happens too. So we're gonna get started. Again, this is just how I make them. Baking is a little bit different for me because I consider cooking to be, it's more like an artistry. You can like do things in a certain way. You can add spices the way you want. You can cook things to different temperatures. Baking is very much a science, and it is very much like chemistry, which I really didn't do well in. So you can see that I don't do baking as often as I actually cook. But I do follow the recipe pretty much to a T-ish. But I do things a certain way to get the texture of cookie that I want. So basically, and I actually have my USB extender. I actually have everything that I need. So I use KitchenAid mixer and oven, and those are the two appliances that I'm going to be using. Pretty easy. And then we'll just be following a basic recipe. So we'll... Technical problems. I don't know what happened. My camera froze. Give me a minute. know if it's the camera or if it's the extender. I had no issues with this earlier. Okay, we're good. Hey Netflix, yes, it is very, very much true. No, it's not a Twitch stream without at least one technical problem. Whether I forget to turn on the mic or the camera has a problem, so. Alright. That's there. I need to get a better, there's like an arm stand thing. That's eventually on the goals of things to get. Yeah, Teddy apparently was playing Warzone with Zeppy for his birthday stream and then has been drinking ever since, so we'll see how that goes. Ah, that's a good angle. Okay, cool. Alright. So, when I make cookies using my KitchenAid mixer, I use what's called, this is a paddle attachment. Typically it's used for like cake doughs and stuff. There's another one that does whipping, I don't know. They have a couple of these. This is the one that I use and I prefer to use for making cookies. You do your own thing, but again, follow the recipe instructions for ingredient amounts because that actually is what matters most. So the first thing that I always do is cream the butter and the sugar, which they call like they call the cake method. So legitimately 2 sticks of butter. Nothing special, crazy, different about these. And then at the same time, I'm going to start the oven because it takes a while for this oven to actually heat up. Bed, what's that? You started drinking with Trex? Oh God. You have endurance, man. I do not. I'm like 1 glass of wine type of person. Probably I'm like such a lightweight. And Knifelex, I think Twitch has just been like, ever since this quarantine started, I feel like Twitch has had so many viewers that it's like, it's an issue. Alright, so this is technically supposed to be softened. I'm going to try and get it softened. I'm serious, I legitimately just stick this in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds. We'll see where that starts. Melted butter isn't a bad thing. It just will make your cookies like flat and crunchy, which it's not my favorite thing. Let me just give it. I open wine and I can smell wine and get sleepy. I mean, I went through Ravage Con, like the entirety of the 3-day Ravage Con, and I drank like 1 drink a night or maybe 2. So, and I'm not saying this because, I mean, I also had dysentery, so that's a secondary thing, but, I don't drink much, and I can have fun whether I'm drinking or not, so that's sort of my view on things. But everybody can do their own thing, and that's the cool thing. Some people like to drink a little more, and that's fine. Alright. I'm hoping this won't be too, yeah. Trying to get, like, the best angle I can on this. Alright. Alright. You're holding it. I don't know how loud that is either. The boyos, well, one of them is holding my camera with an Angry Orchard, so there's that. Okay, so I just usually put the butter in there and get it going so that it softens up a little more. So the second thing that I do is add the sugar. So I believe this is 3/4 cups of sugar and packed brown sugar. So again, I'm a simpleton when it comes to this stuff. Just literally put the 3/4 of sugar in and beat it. And again, baking is a science. So in most other countries, other than the United States, we're actually in actual professional bakeries. So weigh the ingredients. I do not actually have a full scale that I can do that with. Dog! My dog is sneezing. That is not actually a member of our household. So it's 3/4 of a cup. And basically I'm just going to get that mixed in a little bit. And yeah, this is combining the sugar and butter first. I believe it's called the cake method, and then mixing the other dry ingredients and then adding them afterwards. So it's always how I've gotten the cookies to come out the way that I wanted them to. So that's important. So this uses both white sugar and brown sugar. I am preferable of dark brown sugar, but I don't have any light brown sugar, so that's what we're using today. The difference between the different types of sugars, if you're talking about brown sugar, so the light brown sugar and dark brown sugar, the biggest difference is the amount of molasses in it. There really isn't a ton of difference, but some recipes are needed dark or light depending on what you're baking. This recipe doesn't specify, so you can use either. What it does specify is that you pack it, so brown sugar is kind of like sand. You can pack and play with it, and that's what I usually do. So that's that, and we'll cream those for a bit. Again, some people do this by hand, and that's completely fine. Some people have hand mixers. This is just my personal way of doing it. Again, the thing that matters most when you're baking these particular cookies is the ratio of ingredients. It has nothing to do with how you're actually putting them together. Other baking recipes, you have to knead things a certain way, to mix things in a certain order to get the reaction that you want. I get it. If you're ever questioning it, just follow the recipe on the back of the package or the instructions or wherever you're getting your recipe from, especially while baking. Cooking is a little bit more fun. So this looks about done. Let me show you what this looks like a little bit. If I can get, yeah, there's my camera angle, right? So this is sort of the beginning of the dough. It's kind of almost in a dough type phase. So that's where we're at currently. Hey Trax, what's up? Yeah, it's Super's here too. He's been helping me with camera work and ingredient getting and enjoying his afternoon with an Angry Orchard. And Legend X Killer is also here. Thank you guys for stopping by. Trex, how are you feeling this morning after yesterday? That was a pretty much epic stream. I'm sorry I was lurking a little bit more. We had a tough Friday, so didn't really want to chat, but I do know it seemed that a ton of people were enjoying that stream. And again, I think it's amazing that I got to find you and part of your community. So that's kind of I don't know. It was a fun time when I was there, and it overall it was fun. So surviving, if not thriving, exactly. I think the toughest part is probably that you can't go out and get a good bowl of pho. I'm just gonna say that. And while I'm saying that, I'm also gonna grab my trusty teaspoon. So, let me clarify real quickly if this is a teaspoon. Yeah, if you want to see my bag of chocolate chips, these are also my stress eating chocolate chips, so I buy them from Costco. One teaspoon of extract, 1 teaspoon. Alright, so we're gonna throw this back in the freezer real quick. Yeah, I keep my chocolate chips in the freezer. Alright, so this is my teaspoon. It's legitimately, I don't even know, older than I am. The difference between a teaspoon and a tablespoon is a B in it. I'm just being funny. Or trying to be. The actual soup spoons versus the smaller spoons, it used to be a teaspoon versus a tablespoon, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case anymore. So in this particular recipe, it's a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a teaspoon of baking soda. I don't know why I've always added them in at this point of time in the recipe, but again, this is how I've gotten the texture of cookie that I want, so that's why I'm going to keep doing it this way. Baking soda, usually people have it laying around, so I do have a box in my fridge. And again, trying to get it as exact as possible, because you can never be too far off in ingredient ratios because the chemical reactions won't work right. So, and then the other reason I do this is because it's easier to clean the tablespoon after you get the vanilla on it than it is to, working on I promise I'm working on my camera angles. That's really what's going on here. Alright, so our baking soda is added, and then we're gonna mix this in to make sure that it's evenly distributed. What is going to help is putting in the vanilla. It's a little bit of liquid that'll separate things. I dump chips. I dump chips like that. Oh, like concrete chips? When we run brownie, it takes. Wait, do you work at like a bakery or something? That sounds really awesome. So I just added the vanilla in. We're gonna let that. I'm just gonna turn this up a little bit. Apologies for any loud noise. Hold on, this is not even the fastest that this mixer can go. Hey! Thank you for the gift sub, Knifelex. I really appreciate it. Man. Oh, wait! This is a 5 gift bomb! Welcome, Man Child in Denial, Legend X Killer Teddy, Crazy Servant. Appreciate that. Oh my god. I didn't even have the camera on. See my face. Welcome to Welcome to Streaming 101. Always have camera focused on streamer. Thank you, Night. I don't even know what to say about your generosity. It's just incredible, especially during this time when people need a positive force in their life. I have honestly turned to a lot of the Twitch community to keep me smiling, so that's, even if it's on in the background and I'm either doing work or just listening in or reading a book or trying to get things done around the house, I really appreciate the support that the community has shown me recently, and the community has shown each other recently. Like, Trex's stream is an amazing example. I'm pretty sure I tuned in a little bit, like 15 minutes in, sorry, I'm late. But like, someone legitimately just started gifting $30 subs, and like, poor Trex was like 4 shots in, and it was like an hour in, and I'm like, this is fantastic. Like, unfortunately, we're gonna have a trash Trex, but we're also, like, the community has been so great at supporting each other. And I think that's what we need during this time. And I think it's great because we already have the virtual connection to do that. But we just, we've taken it steps up, and especially with Knifelex, like, I swear, like, I have been enjoying your, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, medieval streams so much because it's such a fun, cute game. And honestly, I love watching you guys in Wreckfest at night. It's so fun. I wish I had a PS4 to play with you guys, but it's just not in the cards right now, so keep it up. Continental Mills, we make the Krusteaz pancake mix and the Ghirardelli brownie stuff. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is, honestly, please, like, I would love to hear, it's probably, like, really boring because you're pouring, like, bags of stuff, but, like, that's kind of cool. Like, is the recipe a secret, or is it just, like, you combine stuff? Like, I don't know. I'm really interested now. Knifelex Trex gets trashed. He is a yogi of honor, only streaking through the quad. Listen, he had, what, is that technically lagoon water? Is it lemon lagoon, or is it like a special recipe? I don't know what it was called yesterday, but it looked kind of good, so. Alright, we're gonna go back to our cookies for a second. At this point, this is where I add the eggs, and the last thing I'm gonna add is the flour. So this is 2 large eggs. Large, extra large, as long as they're not jumbo and as long as they're not medium and small, it'll work. Eggs. So I usually add them one by one while the mixer is going. If you have previous problems mixing eggs, put them into a bowl first, pick out any shells, and then put them in. It's all dependent on what you're comfortable with. I've cracked a few eggs in my time, so I'm okay with legitimately just breaking them on the edge of the bowl, putting the egg in. You do not want eggshells in your cookies, even if you like crunchy cookies. Eggshell crunchy cookies are not delicious. Wouldn't recommend. So our eggs are in. Let's just take a look at what the dough looks like at this point. It's a little liquidy. And then we're going to actually add our flour at this point, and that's the last part of the actual mixing. So here we go. So this requires 2 1/4 cups of flour. And also also it requires not putting my webcam into the mixture. Thank you for the raid. I hope you. I love. Steve was like, "What is going on right now?" I absolutely have enjoyed immensely your streams this week. I don't know if you're like a night owl that just goes into the early morning or not, but I like waking up in the morning and being able to turn on your streams, especially when I'm working, because the music is just so happy and fun. And if you guys haven't and you're up that early or that late, tune into one of his streams. It's absolutely fun. Robbie, thank you for the follow. I gave you a heart attack. I'm sorry, Rico. Alright. Happy and fun, I might be in the wrong stream. I'm not going to attempt to do the book. It's just not my thing. Listen, it's happy and fun, but it's also completely crazy and absolutely desperate, because if you're an essential worker, you've been dealing with the craziness of the public at this time, or the behind the scenes stuff with the public, and if you're stuck in quarantine, you've been going a little cabin fever, so take a pick. Well, I thought was Bridge from Anger. Yes, and I'm pretty sure my husband had the same reaction, so we'll start on that. So I actually continue to use the same quarter cup as before. Again, baking is more of an exact science than it is an artistry. I'm going to proceed to get flour everywhere in my kitchen, so usually I'll add, like half a cup at a time, so we'll just start with half a cup. If you try and add all 2 1/4 cups at a time, you'll probably get like this poof of flour, and half of it will end up on your counter or whatever you're baking in, so. More essential than I ever knew until now. I really hope that people get raises. It's my opinion that anybody who's essential right now that isn't already making an obscene amount of money should be paid a fair living wage. Like, permanently continue to get a wage raise. So here's the first cup of flour. Like, it's insane to me that, like, some of these workers are considered essential, and it's like, here's minimum wage. That just drives me bonkers. Now we're on 1.5 cups. It gets tougher the more flour that you put in it. this really slow or I'm gonna have flour everywhere. Yep. So the idea with this is to get it evenly incorporated. So this is sort of what our main dough looks at this point. I'm just going to scrape down the sides with a rubber spatula. That allows just for a little bit more incorporation of anything that kind of kicked up on the side to get in. Alright, and now here's everybody's favorite part where we add the actual chocolate chips. Apparently, oh, Griffin, you've been working with the president and VPs? That's kind of cool. Here's my absolutely ridiculously giant bag of chocolate chips. I think this is 3 pounds. So I'll take it. I don't know. I legitimately just grab these and snack on them. One of the things that I really like to do is actually get a handful of them if I have raspberries and stick them in the hole of the raspberries. Do you mind a panic bought chocolate chips? Listen, there is nothing wrong with panic buying chocolate, and chocolate chips allow me to have a reasonably small amount of them. So, alright, I don't really know what a good measurement of chocolate chips are. This is the one part of the recipe that I don't measure. So I'm one of those people that I like to have chocolate chips, but I feel like a lot of people overload their chocolate chip cookies, so I don't put too many. And then they just spill all over the counter. Freezing. My dog is like, hey, any cookies for me? So here they are. So this mixer actually has an attachment on it that will hold the part down so that you don't have to worry about it. It's really convenient. It doesn't always work when the chocolate chips are frozen solid. So that's pretty much our chocolate chip cookie dough. And now it's the toughest part, which is putting it on the actual baking sheets. So for this, there's any number of things that you can employ. Most people employ just like a straight spoon and they just do drop cookies. Depending on how I feel, I'll do it that way. So you got your spoon method, you got a spoon method, you got other methods. I actually have, I don't know whether this is an ice cream scoop or cookie scoop, but I use it. And then these are ungreased baking sheets, so. And then you'll just scoop your cookie on. I'm the person that likes really tall, fluffy cookies. Some people like them thin and crispy. It's like personal preference. Just space them out. This apparently is supposed to make 48 cookies. I've never gotten 48 cookies out of the recipe whatsoever. Someone thinks you can have cookie dough. Now just I'm going to do the same thing that I did earlier with the spatula. Literally getting every part of cookie dough that I can out of this, even though I really want to like the milk. Because, you know, if I don't get COVID, I can get salmonella. Should be able to get a cookie or two. So these will go in a 375 degree oven for 9 to 11 minutes. And that's it for our cookies. So now we are legitimately just going to do dessert first and then lunch, because of course that's how the world works. So let me just catch up on chat. You might think it's fun. Oh boy. Oh, are you recapping your Wreckfest? Hey Clumsy, what's up? Should I feel bad for eating 8 slices of bacon? No, you shouldn't feel bad for eating 8 slices of bacon. And Jazz has a dog too. I feel like that needs to be brought into your stream at some point. If I didn't say hi to you, Clumsy Leopard, hi. And Thunder, welcome. I am making chocolate chip cookies. They just went into the oven. And now I'm actually going to start making our lunch. So, lunch is just going to be really simple. And I know I'm going to get a lot of oohs in chat for this. Salad. I know. Not that fun. So we're just going to do a really simple, like Southwest chicken salad to use up a couple of the things that I have on hand. And then also utilize some of the other things that I have that's like pre-bought store-bought. The question is, why isn't there bacon? I actually do not have any bacon. Because one thing of bacon is so much that it lasts us for weeks, and it usually goes bad before it. So as you guys probably saw, this is from, the ingredients are pretty much from one of my meal kits. I just didn't 100% feel like making what the meal kit had, and that's fine. Sometimes you have to be in the mood for it. So this is just boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Nothing super crazy or fancy. We're just going to heat it up. It's kind of cloudy outside and not great grilling weather. I'm hoping to have some sun to grill outside soon. But I haven't seen that kind of weather recently. So we'll just take what we have. So I'm just going to get this pan heated up a little bit. So again, chicken breasts are really great. I talked about them in my other stream. The advantages of them are that they have less fat, but the problem is that they are very, very easy to overcook. So we have to make sure that we're very careful with these. I used all my bacon the other day to make clam chowder. I mean, I don't see an issue with clam chowder. You're geeking about the music. Honestly, this is some of my, this is like really good like chilling music and cooking music, honestly. I have to be completely honest though, this is just a Spotify playlist of cocktail jazz. I didn't curate this one on my own. The dog thinks that he can have some chicken. He might get some chicken later. Not right now, bud. So we're just going to use some plain extra virgin olive oil, make sure everything's coated, and then start on cooking this chicken breast. So as you should after handling all raw meat, wash your hands. If you haven't already washed your hands 85 times today. Hey, did you know that once a week Spotify makes you a random playlist? Yes. I'd be fine with it. I would like a chill jazz power hour. That would be fun. Alright, let's see how long or how well this nope, apparently it's just going to fall over. So here's our chicken. And then I'm just going to get a few things prepared to add to the salad because salads are really boring and apparently my camera doesn't want to stay up, so we'll just deal with it. I'll figure out a camera situation that actually works in the kitchen at some point. Again, they make like a little arm thing, so I'll just have to order it. I am going to be extremely lazy. This is great. Great stuff. Seasoning mix is super great stuff, especially if you're new. And learning how to cook these things, provide the right amount of ingredients so that you don't have too many of one thing. And I think I just dumped way too much of it over in the pan. This probably needs another minute. Alright, so while we're waiting real quick, I'm just gonna put together a quick glaze. This is with the ingredients that they gave me, so really that's can you come hold my camera, please? Alright, well, I don't really know exactly how to get a good shot of this bowl. So this is supposed to be like a chipotle barbecue type situation. So they gave me barbecue sauce and chipotle mayo to mix, so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm a huge advocate of taking ingredients that you have on hand and legitimately using them to create like different flavor combinations. So this is legitimately barbecue sauce, and then chipotle mayo. I'm pretty sure that's another at some point. Dude, this is honestly how they make certain dressings. Cool. Yeah. So our timer just went off for the cookies. So we're going to take them out of the oven. So I mix up this. Did they, oh no, they're good. Ish. No, take them out. They're going to be carryover cookies. So some of our cookies melted into each other. That's okay. It happens. I knew it would not go 100% on stream the way we wanted it to. Dog is trying to eat the cookie that fell on the floor. What's up, Fox? Welcome. In an effort to try and keep these chicken breasts moist, I'm going to add a little homemade chicken stock. I make this myself. With scraps and stuff from different things that I make. So I hope you're having a good day, Bucks. I hope. Oh, I wish I had an email. Why don't you make an email with the Jazz Hub? When I worked at Panera, we'd throw 3 or 4 cookies on top of each other to form mega cookies. Yeah, that's sort of what happens, to be quite honest. I'm assuming, I don't know, like, again, cooking is a chemistry, and I've never done baking on stream before, so, things will work out the way that they're supposed to. So I'm going to let that chicken sort of simmer for a bit and finish up this glaze thing that's supposed to go on top of it. I think it's supposed to, I don't know. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of water so this stuff comes out. And then I'm just gonna chop up some green onions. They included some crispy onions here too, so we're gonna have a very good salad. So green onions are fun to work with. Very mild save. Well, okay, so I'm gonna put some of them on the floor. Alright, so now we're actually going to get to the point of making or mixing the salad. So we're gonna grab a bowl real quick. Alright. My handy dandy camera work. Alright, so my trick, serious, if you guys have a local grocery store and salads are sort of boring, but you still want to try and be healthy and eat salads, this stuff is like life changing. So this includes everything that you possibly could need to make a salad taste good, plus the dressing. Like, it includes everything that you need. So 100% recommend these. Definitely, and then you can actually do what I'm doing here and just use these and then jazz them up a little bit. So this is just the basic salad. I'm going to throw in our green onions. And then I'm going to add the ingredients. So there's ingredients that this comes with. I'm going to add the cheese and then some extra cheese, because why not cheese? Cheese. More cheese. Because again, who doesn't love cheese? And then this is like, they give you this little dressing packet. The dressing that they give you is often better than the stuff I can find in like the bottles. So we're just gonna add that real quick. And this is actually a perfect portion size for 2 people, even though if I'm really hungry, I can eat the whole thing at once. And then I would just take a big spoon, a fork, whatever you have on hand, and then you legitimately just mix it. It's like having your own like salad place at work. And then we're going to add a little crunchy bits, because some salads, especially this one, probably need a bit of texture. I feel like those are like tortilla chips, and then we have some crispy onions, so why not add them? And we'll mix them up for, a bit of crunch. Again, I would just, the next time, I know it's a pandemic, but the next time you're at your grocery store and you're looking to make a little bit of a healthier choice, see if they have these. They're a great option. If you're looking to just be a little bit healthier, but plain spinach out of a bag is really boring. Jazz, please don't apologize for geeking out about the music. It's quite alright. Alright, so these are our chicken breasts. Moment of truth to see if they're actually burning. Alright. that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is cut these up and put them back into the pan on low heat with that glaze so that they get the flavor of the glaze incorporated in them. So with chicken, you have to be very, very careful. This isn't like steak. You can't have a rare or medium rare. At least in the US, it's considered pretty dangerous. I don't want any of you getting sick from chicken sushi. Which I learned from Anthony Bourdain is actually a thing. So I'm just getting these cut into bite-sized pieces. Also, if you do it this way, the glaze will get on all parts of the chicken instead of just the outside, which I'm a bigger fan of. Glaze mixture that we need. We're going to go straight in here. This will heat up and cook with the chicken a little bit, and then we should be good to go for lunch. Yeah, our cookies didn't turn out exactly the way that I hoped, but that's okay. That'll probably be a few minutes. Pink Floyd Cloud, thank you for the follow. McDo is here and he's hungover. I'm pretty sure most people from the Nation of Noobs or the Trexiles, Trexvengers, I would be surprised if you're not still drunk or not hungover at this point. So our chicken here is just finishing cooking through and getting that glaze sort of imparted over it. Again, there's liquid in here, so hopefully this will dry out our chicken. I usually work with chicken thighs, but we got chicken breast this week, so why not? Doggo begging for a treat. You can't be hungover if you never stop. That is absolutely true. Yes, if you guys are lucky enough to have a sub or be gifted a sub by Knifelex because he's been so generous, do throw some Tiberius's in the chat. I don't know if he can have Chipotle, so we're not gonna try and give him a treat on stream. He's been dealing with the quarantine very, very well. I'm pretty sure we interrupt his nap time quite a bit, and that's a problem, but apparently paper towels are his favorite snack. Oh hey, I like the Tiberius with the glasses. Are we running out of, hold on. Are we running out of spices in the chat? There we go. So this probably just looks really good. Okay, the number one thing I don't like about this is that we legitimately left these before the fruits. This probably just needs another minute. No, I'm not giving you anything else. You already ate my paper towel, bud. There you go. Everybody has some spices that they can roulette with. I don't know. I've discovered that chat likes to gamble a lot. So, trusty noodle bowl. I actually hate playing this. You hate playing this tune because it's too symmetrical. What do you mean by symmetrical? Are you saying you like stuff with tritones? Alright, so this is going to be really simple. This is why I like these mixes. You legitimately just put the nice mix in the bowl that we spent like a minute putting stuff in. And this has a great, I don't really know what kind of greens there are, but there are some dark green ones in there, so that's healthy. So, we got some greens in there. Leave down salt on the downsides. And then legitimately, the chicken we worked on. And that's it. That's lunch, pretty much. So, yep, that's pretty much it for lunch today. We'll have some cookies afterwards, because those are cooling. So that's kind of it for today. Just a really simple, quick, fun lunch and cookie stream. I just really appreciate you guys tuning in, sticking by, chilling in the chat. I'm not going to stick by and eat on stream because that would be really rude. But again, I appreciate you guys for dropping in for lunch. I'm hoping I can continue doing some of these in quarantine. I really have fun doing them. I hope you're now hungry. And maybe this inspires you to try something new in the kitchen. So I really appreciate it. Oh boy. So I'm gonna get off to eat lunch. I will see you guys later. Again, thanks for tuning in.